Hi guys, welcome to Sim Captain. It is Friday night, November 2nd, and we have live from Philadelphia, Friday Night Ops. And the general northeast area is lit up with air traffic control, so I decided we're going to do a round trip from Philadelphia up to Islip, Long Island, and return back to Philadelphia. And good evening, Philadelphia. Clearance delivery November 66 Lima X-ray, looking for IFR clearance to Islip, Long Island.
November 66 Lima X-ray, how are you reading?
At 66 Lima X-ray, we have you 5x5, PAL me. And 6 Lima X-ray, did you copy my last? We're going to expect a PDC, which is a pre-departure clearance, which means we will not be reading back the clearance. It'll be issued to us in a message, which would come through the FMS, and that's how we'll proceed. Oh, there is our PDC. I will read it to you. It says, do not reply to this message. Pre-departure clearance. Start 2317 Zulu. Call sign November 66 Lima X-ray equipment. West wind 1124. Departure from Philadelphia. Arrival to Islip. Squawk 3013, which I'll put in the box. 3013. Check. Final altitude will be 11,000. Our approved route is Philly 2, radar vectors ditch, Victor 312 to Jimmy, then Wavy, then Ship, then Calverton VOR, departure frequency on 124.35, climb maintain 5,000, departure procedure Philadelphia 2, plan runway 27 right for departure, contact Philadelphia ground on 121.9, for taxi with assigned SID, squawk code, and current ATIS only. If you have any questions, you're unable to, and that's it. So, okay, we have our PDC. I'm going to expect a 27 right, so I'm going to jot that down. And departure is 124.35. We'll climb to 5. We'll expect 11. And altimeter, where's the altimeter? Oh, you know what? I gotta get that from the ATIS. Or, there's no ATIS up. So that's weird that he commented about that. There is no ATIS up, but I will get the METAR. .METAR, KPHL. Okay, we got 10 statute miles, rain scattered at 2,600, broken at 8,500, overcast at 10,000, temperature 19, dew point 17, altimeter 29er, 69er, check. And that is it. So ground is 121.9. Here we go. Let's get our engines going now that we have clearance. Our parking brake is on, the light is on, beacon's on. Alternator master's on, bleed air selected, engine start, number 2. Number 2 is turning.
Southwest 254 Philadelphia.
And one's on the rise.
Straight ahead, make right onto Yankee Kilo to the ramp.
We have good ignition.
Go straight and right turn.
Let the engine stabilize.
And Kilo to the ramp. 254.
Flight director's on.
Delta 3159 at your
good
next
engine.
left will be Kilo.
Fuel valve open, number 1, bleed air, select number 1 for start. Number 1's turning.
I'm sure this one, I've asked it on this before, thank you.
And 1's on the rise. And 2's on the rise. Good ignition.
Who is now on.
Heat and de-icer on. Flaps are set for takeoff. Trim is set for takeoff. Shut the APU down. Verify that's coming down. Check APU's off. And Philadelphia ground November 66 Lima X-rays at Atlantic. We're ready for taxi for 27 right.
November 66 Lima X-ray, Philadelphia ground, runway 27 right at Hotel, taxi via Alpha Delta Hotel.
Okay, 27 right at Hotel via Alpha Delta Hotel for 66 Lima X-ray. Brakes are released, taxi lights are on. Test the brakes. There's the left brake.
Philly ground Delta 3159.
There's the right brake. Brakes are test.
Yeah, Delta 3159, contact departure 131.5, I think it
Do a
was.
spoiler check. Spoilers are fully deployed. Light illuminates. We'll retract them. Light extinguishes. Reverser test.
Correction, 124.3.
2 are unlocked. 2 are in reverse. 2 are stowed.
See that now? 124.3 contact.
Now I am a Philadelphia-based aircraft, so I know my way around this airport quite well. We're going to go Alpha Delta Hotel for 27 right, which is unusual because normally you leave 27 left at Philly. You usually land on the right and depart on the left.
American 481, we're down. You for the air traffic control. American 481, have a good night.
So one thing that happens on these really short flights is you compact all the action, and should be a busy flight, only 30 minutes up to Islip, well 34 minutes to be exact. We'll check the autopilot as preset for 250 knots below 10,000, 5,000 is our initial climb altitude. We are going to be departing runway 27 right. Any failures before VR will abort the takeoff by bringing the engines to idle, deploying the spoilers, engaging the reversers, and apply braking. Any failures after VR will continue airborne and return here to Philadelphia.
6 Lima X-ray, continue cross 26, runway 26.
66 Lima X-ray, we're cleared to cross runway 26. That's a departure briefing. We got plenty of runway, plenty of fuel. We have our clearance. We have everything we need. We'll do flight controls are free and correct. Check. There's somebody leaving right now. You know what? I'm in the wrong screen here. There we go. Okay, we're clear to cross 26. We'll look left, we'll look right. We're cleared to cross. I guess they're just departing us on 27 right to expedite this, so it's not such a long taxi. I don't mind it, it's a little bit of a change up. I think the real action is going to be on the return, because the airport hasn't quite filled up yet. And our departure procedure is going to be the Philadelphia 2, which, again, I know this airport like the back of my hand, so that's why I haven't had the charts up. But we are going to be going to the coil VOR, so I will tune that in, 113.4.
Lima X-ray, contact Philadelphia departure 124.35, good day.
Okay, over to departure on 124.35 for 6 Lima X-ray. Thank you. Okay, we've got to bring it to a stop here before the hold short line. Brakes. Switch. I guess tower's not up yet, so departure will be acting as tower. Philadelphia Tower, November 66, Lima X-ray holding short of 27 right at hotel, ready for departure.
November 66, Lima X-ray for departure, flight runway heading, wind 1807, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 27 right, we're clear for takeoff. 66 Lima X-ray.
That was 3159.
Alright, gear selector's down, lights are tested. We'll put the starters to continuous. I am satisfied that we're good to go. Auto throttle's armed. Put the pumps on. This is 27 right. Everything looks like it agrees. Instruments are checked. Engines are stable. Temps and pressures are good. Bring them up to 40%. Nice and synced. Takeoff power is set.
Stolen Delta 3159.
And we are moving. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots. Cross check. 2 good engines. We will continue. V1. VR. Positive rate. Gear up. Gears in transit. When it's runway heading, we'll just continue on out, straight out to 5,000. 400 above the ground, flaps are coming up. Gears up, lights are out. Flaps are retracted and indicated. We have a positive rate of climb. We'll engage the autopilot. Autopilot's on. Yaw damp's on. Heading hold.
Aircraft calling in, I didn't catch your call sign.
And we got a good stable climb out.
Tower Public 47.4 with
Philadelphia departure November 66, Lima X-ray climbing through 3,500 for 5,000, runway heading.
November 66, Lima X-ray, turn left heading 230, car maintain 10,000, radar contact.
Alright, left turn 230 and up to 11,000 for 66 Lima X-ray.
Yeah, it's a 2020 departure, for departure.
Total Tower, Delta 2020, we are coverage on the localizer, non-primal for runway 27 left.
Alright, Delta 20 for departure, wind 1807, runway 27 left, clear to land.
For the land, 27 north, Delta 2020.
Southwest 4724, number 2 following an MD-90 and about a 3-mile final, wind 1607, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Autopilot checked and set. We're going through 7,000. Did he say 230 or 320? I don't know. 320 would be awfully, that'd be a 360. I feel like I should verify the heading. And departure, 6 Lima X-ray. Verify you wanted a heading of 230 or 320.
Number 66 Lima X-ray, with a 230 you're good there, but you can turn left direct ditch, car maintain 12,000.
Okay, left turn direct ditch up to 12,000, 6 Lima X-ray, thank you. Alright, so we're left turn on course, which is direct to ditch.
1708.
And we're climbing to 12. There's 10,000, we'll turn the landing lights and pumps off.
Contact ground plate 9.
And we'll put the starter switches to flight. I like to keep periodically checking that our altimeter is set.
Number 66 Lima X-ray, contact center 125.32. Have a good day.
Over to center on 2532 for 66 Lima X-ray. Good night. 2532 for New York.
Tower, American 2006, established on localizer.
Good evening, New York Center, November 66 Lima X-ray is level at 12,000, turning direct ditch out of Philly.
Last station calling New York Center, stay again as all landline.
New York, that was November 66 Lima X-ray level at 12,000, direct ditch out of Philly.
New York 66 Lima X-ray, New York Center, roger.
Overshot it a little bit, gotta turn back. There we go. That puts us on course. We have traffic at our 2 o'clock.
Brickyard 34,
8
96,
miles
080, descend and maintain
at 6,000. Go factor.
Return 00 down to 5,000, Brickyard 3496.
Air Shuttle 5706, descend and maintain 6,000, the Philadelphia altimeter 2969.
2969, check.
Confirm that was 5702, Air Shuttle.
Air Shuttle 5702, affirmative 6,000, the altimeter 2969.
6,000, altimeter 2969, we have Echo on board, Air Shuttle 5702.
November 66 Lima X-ray, just want to verify, you're filed for 11,000 as your cruise, is that correct?
66 Lima X-ray, we were looking for 19,000, 1900.
Lima X-ray, roger, expect higher in 1 minute.
Roger, thank you.
You're taking that here,
Did I file? That might have been a typo, or somebody else changed it.
Good evening. The New York
No, I was requesting 19.
Expect the Alice runway 22 left approach. Descend and maintain 6,000. American 575, cross Briggs and maintain 14,000. The Philadelphia altimeter 2969er.
Cross Briggs and maintain 14,000, American 575.
New York Center, Endeavor 5180, 5170. New York 5180, New York Center, good evening. Cross Cameron and maintain 11,250 knots. Kennedy altimeter 2973.
Clear Cameron, 11,250 on the speed, Endeavor 5180.
November 6th, straight climb, maintain follow 190.
Climb maintain 190, 66 Lima X-ray.
Brickyard 3496, turn right heading
Right,
140.
190, check.
Return heading 140, 3496.
Air Shuttle 5702, contact Washington Center on 120.97, good night.
120.97, Air Shuttle 5702, good night.
Alright, we're 14 and a half from coil.
New York Center, Delta 3159.
Delta 3159, New York Center, roger, clear direct Westminster, climb, maintain follow 400.
400, Delta 3159.
That's weird, you know, in the clearance he did mark me as 11,000. I don't know why that happened.
3496, descend and maintain 3000. Great, PR 3496 near center.
Down 2000, Brigade 3496, how are you here?
We got 3496, I got you loud and clear now. Yeah, I did 1811 to Parkville, go heading 080 vectors to final.
Alright, we're going to be crossing Coil, so next
Hey,
I need to find out what the Calverton VOR frequency is. It is 117.2, so we'll put that in the number 2. We're too far away to be picking that up. And we're going to be going into, whoops, I'm going to bring up the charts for Long Island, or Islip. KISP. Now I got some freeware for Islip. I mean, it's not an airport I visit often, so
3496.
see how it looks. That was kind of my mission.
Turn right 190, maintain 3000 till established on the local Dallas runway 22 left approach.
We're turn heading 190, descend maintain 3000 till established, cleared ILS 22 left approach, Brigade 3496.
Alright, we're level at 19. I need to put the altimeter to standard, which means we need to climb another 100 feet.
27.9.
Should have been on top of that. We can go a little faster.
New York Center, good evening, American 259 with you, checking in flight level 400.
American 259 New York Center. Radar contact 33 miles east of Joe Dock. Good evening. And I just want to verify you are level 400.
Stay firm, flight level 400, American 259.
Roger.
New York American 9320, call level 200.
American 575, roger. Correction, American 9320 New York Center, good evening, roger. Number 5180, contact New York, approach 135.9. Alright, 35.9, see you later in Denver, 5180.
Alright, the airport diagram, we're going to be parking at Shelter, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Shelter.
You're at 1811 contacts, New York approach 128.55.
There's no arrival procedure. Oh, my wife is texting me.
Brickyard 3496, contact New York approach 119.2, good night.
1942, listen to Brigade 3496, pick up. And center, Delta 1048, passing 6,800 for 10,000.
Delta 1040 near center, roger. Great, Delta 3159, I show you flying northeastbound now, same intention.
I am, sir. I'm having so much problems up here. I'm trying to get back to Westminster. I believe I'm working on it.
Alright, Delta 3159, you're about to leave my airspace, so turn left heading 270. Left heading 270, advise when you're able to direct Westminster.
Thank you. 270.
November 6th, Lima X-ray, cross ship at and maintain 9,000, the Long Island altimeter 2974.
Okay, we'll cross ship at 9,000, 66 Lima X-ray. Ship is in 33 miles.
Cross close at and maintain level 220.
So it's 10,000 feet in 30 miles, so actually we'll begin our descent.
American 575, contact Washington Center 120.97, good night.
120.97, American 575, good night.
We're not very far from our destination already. Let's get the METAR for Islip, because I doubt there's an ATIS up for that airport. Be pretty lucky if there was. No, there's nothing for...
Delta 1048, climb and maintain level 200.
Register can take her up to 200 for next check.
American 9320, cross Harrisburg and maintain 17,000, the Harrisburg altimeter 2964.
2964, Harrisburg at 17 for American 9320.
November 6th, Lima X-ray, contact Boston Center 134.7, good night.
Over to Boston on 134.7, 66 Lima X-ray, good night. Good evening, Boston Center, November 6 Lima X-rays with you, descending through 15,500 to cross ship at 9,000.
November 6, Lima X-ray, Boston Center. Definitely 12, 15, maintain your best forward speed.
Oh no.
Normal speed, clear direct to Calverton, join departure 3 arrival.
And back to normal speed, could you just give me the destination, please?
And November 8, Delta Lima, direct to the Calverton VOR, Charlie, 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 join departure 3 arrival.
Charlie, and that's the thank you.
Boston Center, 1427, we're with you, flight level 140, excuse me, 14,000 feet.
I haven't got my chance to get the METAR.
Definitely 1427, Boston Center, climb and maintain.
Islip METAR. Wind is 190 at 14, gusting to 22, 3 statute of miles broken. Overcast. Temperature is 172.17.
Down to 200, November 521 X-ray
Okay, so
Alpha.
we're gonna need
November 16 X-ray, is going to maintain 7,000.
set to maintain 7,000 for 6 Lima X-ray. Start slowing down. I don't want to get there so fast. What was that wind again? 190 at 14. So many options.
Definitely 12:59 traffic, 1 o'clock and 6 miles westbound, Learjet. Same altitude, flight 122, should be no factor diverting there.
Right, we have the traffic inside to 1 o'clock, 5 miles. Get this over tonight.
Thank you.
Can't see. 190 is the wind. So there's the wind. And they have a runway 6 and 24 and 15 and 33.
Sorry, say again?
November Tango Julie 126, currently proceed direct to Locust, Lima Uniform, Kilo, Lima Uniform, Charlie Oscar Sierra.
Exit 126, approved as requested, clear rescue Luzon.
Roger, direct to Locust.
So 24.
521 extra alpha with request.
Looks like it's going to be...
1 extra alpha, go ahead with your request.
Did you have me descending for an arrival?
ILS 24
And if it's an arrival, can you...
or 15. There's no RNAV or 15.
November 1 extra.
ILS 24 is what I might expect.
At the very latest, 35 miles northeast of Atlanta. That's not the Central for Traffic Management.
35 miles before, say again, 213 Alpha?
Mike Alpha, November Tango Alpha.
Alright, we'll get down to 220.
Below 10, landing lights are on.
Non-test. November 213.
Star switches to continuous.
November 1 extra alpha, verify flight level 200.
We're going to expect runway ILS runway 24. Get that set up. 239 is the heading. 1083 is the frequency. ILS runway 24 from Calverton, load. We'll get our speed under control. Actually, should be looking for the airport. Probably see it soon. Altimeter's checked. We're level at 7. We're slower than 250 knots. Actually, speed checks. We can go 10 degrees of flaps. It's a little early, but I just want to keep us under control.
Also, November 87 Lima Alpha.
November 7 Lima Alpha, go ahead.
I was really wondering, do you have any weather reports for flight level?
Negative, I've heard nothing. November 6 Lima X-ray. November 6 Lima X-ray, contact New York approach 128.12.
Approach on 128.12, 6 Lima X-ray. So long. Good evening, New York. Approach November 6 Lima X-rays with you. Level at 7,022 miles southwest of Calverton.
Space Lima X-ray, air compressor, Roger. Wasn't assigned to ready flight on the ILS 24.
We will expect the ILS runway 24, 6 Lima X-ray. All right, good news, because we're all set up for that. Let's review the missed approach while we have a moment. Missed approach is climb to 2,000, then a left turn on heading 100, the Calverton 221 radial to Calverton VOR, and hold.
6 Lima X-ray, 4,000.
Okay, we're out of 7 for 4, 6 Lima X-ray. And I think that's the airport right there. Not in front of us. That's Hampton in front of us. It's the airport to the left over there.
This is 5348. This is the taxiway here, Golden Shuttle, runway 13 at Lima.
That's 5340 state, New York, first traffic, continue taxi.
Yeah, but we took the wrong taxi. I'm not sure if we're last year until runway on Lima. Then enter continue on Bravo.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Please requested next left to right turn. You need to join Bravo Papa. Hold for 22.
What's the runway 22?
And approach 6 Lima X-ray. Just for clarification, do you want me to do the procedure turn, or are you going to give me vectors?
No, expect vectors final first port stop. 5,000 heading, just under 3,000 now. 6 Lima X-ray.
Okay, vectors for final approach. Present heading down to 3,000. 6 Lima X-ray.
Max, control heading 040.
6 Lima X-ray, current heading is 040.
Okay, perfect.
And we'll slow it down to 190. The localizer is alive, and the glide slope is alive.
Yeah, that's rich at the number 8 claimers with you. He's sending to 12000. Hey, Delta Lima aircraft.
Yeah, let's just see, stuff, 5348.
That's 5348 cross 22 pop all the way to action.
Let's look. 5348.
All right, leveling off at 3.
6 Lima X-ray, 320.
Left turn 320, 6 Lima X-ray.
8 Delta Lima depart while they're in 27 Greenwich to ILS 22 left approach.
This guy's good. He's a good controller. All right, approach checks. Good, turn the pumps on. Star switches are on continuous. Speed is under control. We do have the airport in sight. It's weird because it's supposed to be 3 miles visibility in bad weather. Maybe I should quickly update the weather. I hate to do that. Left turn 300, 6 Lima X-ray. I'm going to do a quick weather update. It takes 1 second. I don't know, it's not giving me the... 220 to join the localizer, 66 Lima X-ray.
Hey, close, 260, 260 heading class to the outer mark, maintain speed hold status, sit out, 64 approach.
All right, 260 on the heading, we're clear for the ILS 24, 66 Lima X-ray. All right, we're clear for the ILS, we'll turn the approach on. Wait for the heading light to go out, which means we've intercepted the localizer, which we just captured. And next we'll be waiting for the glide slope to capture for the altitude light to go out. We'll slow to 180. Speed checks, 20 degrees of flaps. I don't know why the weather's not giving me what the forecast is showing, which is poor weather with rain and visibility of 3 miles, but you know, I'm not going to stop at this moment. We're getting established. And the glide slope is coming down. Speed checks, gear down. And gears in transit. Alright, gear down. 3 green lights.
And actually, one of the 20140 runway 24 to land.
Runway 24, we're cleared to land. 66 Lima X-ray.
And Lima, then you're heading to cargo rating 290.
Roger, 290.
Speed checks, full flaps. Alright, all we got left is the autopilot and yaw dampener.
We're looking 1.5 for Cockpit, if that was completely. 53 clear, turn left, turn 360, on the maintain 15, 15,000.
Final check of the altimeter.
Negative, left turn 360, to the left 360, northbound.
Don't see.
Right, we are about 3 miles. Autopilot disconnect. Yaw damp is off. Flight director is off. Auto throttles are off.
Don't sink.
A little below the glide slope.
Don't sink.
Let that catch up a little.
Southwest 53, left turn 360, left click direction, left turn 330. 330, Southwest 330. New York departure, good evening, Delta 41. Delta 41, LaGuardia Airport, request for clearance to the Delta at 5. Is that Delta 40? Delta 41, 41. I do not see Delta 41, I'm still location up the field.
Touchdown. Spoilers are deployed. Reversers are out.
I know where LaGuardia is, sir, but I do not see that.
There's 90 knots.
40,
And I just had a realization. It's MacArthur that has the scenery, not Islip.
Roger. Correction, Delta 40, Delta 40.
Alright, 60 knots. Reversers are stowed.
Southwest 5348, contact US to 12532.
Okay. Now we're going to go to Shelter, so I want to turn right on Whiskey. I hope that's Whiskey coming up. Turn that pump off. Spoilers are retracted. Flaps are coming up.
Delta 40,
Star switches.
it's going to be about another 20 minutes for Philadelphia departure, so if you want, you can hang out for about 15-20 minutes out of clearance for you.
Oh, this is Alpha 1. Where's Alpha 1?
Roger.
Oh, okay. And 66 Lee Max, we're clear runway 24 at Islip. We're going to Shelter.
6 Lee Max, Roger, left turn, taxi ramp for the industry.
Okay, this frequency to the ramp, thanks. 6 Lee Max Ray. Gotta turn right on Alpha here. And it's probably going to be real tough getting back into Philly, sounds like, just from the delays I heard, 20 minutes. So I'm going to shut down, let our passenger go. Parking brake is on, fuel cutoff 1 and 2. Taxi lights are off, bring the APU up, and I'm going to file for our return flight to Philly, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hi guys, welcome back to Sim Captain. We're going to try and make the return flight on this Friday night ops, November 2nd.
Delta 420, radar contact what?
From Philly Live. Let me see if I can call. In New York approach, November 66 Lee Max Rays at Islip, looking for IFR clearance to Philadelphia.
Alright, 66 Lee Max, unfortunately we've got ground stuff for all Philly arrivals, so it's going to be a little while. I don't have the time right now, so if you want to call back in about 10 minutes, we can try that.
Alright, 6 Lee Max Ray, I mean, is it possible maybe if we alternate to northeast Philadelphia, will they accept us there?
Let me try with the TMU, standby.
Well, it's crazy in Philly.
Alright, I'm disconnecting now, reconnecting.
So I've requested to see if we can go into northeast Philly.
Alright, 6 Lee Max Ray, northeast Philly's fine, just reevaluate your flight plan for northeast Philly, I'll get it for you.
Alright, 6 Lee Max Ray, yeah, we'll keep the same flight plan, just change destinations.
Alright, 6 Lee Max Ray, clear northeast Philadelphia Airport, Long Island, 6 departure vectors, beads, file. Climb via the SIT squawk 0354.
Okay, great. 66 Lee Max Ray. We're cleared as found to northeast Philly, the Long Island 6. Radar vectors beats. We'll climb via the SIT squawk 4354.
6 Lee Max Ray, be back correct off the taxi 24 for departure, Long Island altimeter 2974.
Alright, we'll call you for taxi, 6 Lee Max Ray. Alright, well that works out. Well, at least we'll get sort of home. Not going to make it to Philly International. We'll have to do that hop later.
Delta 420,
Let's get the engine started. Beacon's on. Parking brake. Parking brake is on. Pump is on. Valve, bleed air. And select number 2 for start. And 2's on the rise. Good ignition. Let that engine stabilize. Fuel valve open number 1, bleed air, and select number 1 for start. And number 1 is turning. Number 2 is stabilizing. Temps and pressures are good. N2 on the rise. Looking for ignition. Good ignition. And number 1 is stabilizing. Flight director's on. Pitot heat de-ice. Flap set for takeoff. We can turn the pumps off. Trim set for takeoff. Flight controls are free and correct. Just spoiler deployment. Light illuminates. Track light extinguishes.
20 heavy, 11 mountain.
Altimeter's the local setting.
50, maintain 3007 for localizer, cleared ILS-2 to left.
Get the airport chart. Squawk normal. It's kind of crazy, just trying to get home. Shut the APU down. APU's coming down.
Just to verify, 250, 250 heading intercept the localizer.
Alright. Shut there. Taxi lights, brakes are off. And approach 66 Lima X-ray is ready for taxi at Islip. Test the brakes, left brake.
X-ray, you shut there?
And 6 Lima X-ray firmware at Shelter, ready for taxi, sorry.
Alright, no worries. Taxi, runway 24, taxi Sierra, Bravo 4, Echo, hold short of 33 left.
Alright, Sierra, Bravo 4, Echo, hold short of 33 left for 66 Lima X-ray. And approach 66 Lima X-ray, we're ready to go. Runway 24. Sorry about that.
6 Lima X-ray, fly Long Island 64, runway 24, to takeoff from 20010.
Alright, Long Island 6, we're clear for takeoff, runway 24, 66 Lima X-ray. Alright, I got a little confused on the taxi, that's why I'm cutting it out, because it's just a waste of time. But, standard departure briefing, failures before VR, we stop, failures after VR, we continue, we'll come back here. Gear selectors down, lights are tested, flaps are set, trim is set, lights are on, pumps are on. This is runway 24, we're going to fly that Long Island 6, 40% on the engines, takeoff power. Takeoff power is set, airspeed's alive. We have 80 knots. V1, VR, positive rate, gear up, gear in transit.
Coming approach, we're using a Envoy 1075 bridge to Festival 110.
Alright, gears up, we're going to put the autopilot on. Fly runway heading, yaw damp on. Flaps are coming up. Flaps are up and indicated.
4040 heading. For message for LS, this is the runway for Envoy 1075.
239 on the heading.
32 left, for Envoy 1075.
6 Lima X-ray, check your transponder 2354, 2354.
Check 2354 for 6 Lima X-ray, and we are level at 3,000.
6 Lima X-ray, thank you, Air Captain. Direct beads, climb maintain 1010,000.
Alright, direct beads up to 1010,000, 6 Lima X-ray.
Excellent, please, 787, 13000. 2,000 for excellent position. 12,000. 12,000 for excellent position.
Alright, it was a little bit of a mess there on this departure. I was trying to rush, and rushing leads to mistakes and problems, and my taxi out was a disaster. I didn't even want to show you that, so sorry. But at least we're in the air. We're heading back to Philly. We're going to go into Northeast because they couldn't accept us at International. Too busy. They're the ground stop. And I didn't want to wait 20 minutes. I'd rather fly to Northeast, and then later on I'll just hop from Northeast over to
Strictly X-ray, contact Boston Center on 134.7.
Boston Center on 134.7 for 6 Lima X-ray. Good night.
Good night, Delta, direct envoy 1075 to 7.
Good evening, Boston Center, November 6-6 Lima X-ray is with you. We're climbing through 6,000 for 10,000 direct beads.
November 6 Lima X-ray, Boston Center, good evening, climb and maintain 16,000, Long Island altimeter 2974.
All right, climb, maintain 16,000, 6-6 Lima X-ray. The altimeter is checked. Oh, and see, look, even more, furthermore, I was rushing. My starter switches were not on. I'm not doing my checklist. This is, I mean, thank God this is a simulator and not real life. I would
Just wondering,
not tolerate this in a real airplane.
Go faster than 300 knots.
I'm just being sloppy tonight, which is making me a little upset, but let me get it back together.
418, negative 300 knots is perfect for now. There's the plane in front of you as well.
Alright, we'll maintain 300 knots, FedEx 418.
Fine. November 6 Lima X-ray. November 6 Lima X-ray, turn right, direct Cheryl, 16,000 will be final.
All right, right turn, direct Cheryl, 16,000 will be our final for 6-6 Lima X-ray. Okay, let's go to Cheryl. Flight plan.
American 1935, cross 35 miles northeast of Manta, has to maintain throttle 200.
Whoops, I didn't go to Cheryl, I went to Dunny. There's Cheryl. Fly leg Cheryl, there we go.
American 1935, RFI 35 miles northeast of Manta.
Alright, 35 miles from northeast of Manta, flight level 20.
Alright, we're above 10, so I can speed up. 16s are top, though.
8 to 70 at the J-Fund 2 rattle, runway 22 left, speed altimeter 2970. Direct 6, number 6 on X-ray, I thought I gave you Tim. Contact you at 125.32.
Alright, 2532, 6 Lima X-ray, good night.
Yeah.
Chain with you, descending through flight level 240.
FedEx 418, New York Center, good evening.
New York Center, November 6-6 Lima X-ray, checking in 16,000.
Alright, 6-6 Lima X-ray, New York Center, good evening. Maintain 270 knots, then descend and maintain 14,000. The Philly altimeter is 2964.
Alright, slow to 270 knots and then down to 14,000 for 6 Lima X-ray.
Bearing 2395, contact Washington Center 120.97.
120.97, American 2395.
Bearing 6 Lima X-ray, contact Washington Center 120.97.
Washington on 12097 for 6 Lima X-ray.
Your center reading American 688.
GPS 1981, maintain 240 knots, and contact approach on 133.87. Okay, maintain 240 knots, and approach is 133.1. You just actually 1. Just 1981, actually make it 210 knots, 210 knots, and okay, after approach, you can
Washington Center, November 6-6.
Center, 2395.
Good. Second 2395 at 14,000, Washington Center, Roger. Cross IROC at 900,000. The Philly altimeter is 964.
Try not to step on people. It's hard.
We'll cross radar at 9,000, and the altimeter 296 for American 2395, so that.
And in Washington, November 66 Lima X-ray, we're checking in, descending through 14.5 for 14.
66 Lima X-ray, Washington Center, landing clear up 69, 6 center.
It's crazy. So busy a minute ago that you couldn't get a word in. Now, crickets. It's...
Washington Center, American 1938, for level 2 service, right back to 30% to 14,000. American 1935, Washington Center, Roger, Atlantic City, altimeter 296 center. 296 center, American 1935. Number 66 Lima X-ray, correction, across 10 miles. Actually, no, 6 Lima X-ray, land North Philly, correct?
Well, 6 Lima X-ray initially wanted to go to International, but they had a ground stop, so we diverted to Northeast. But if they can take us back at International, we'd prefer that.
Number 6 Lima X-ray, chances that are pretty low at the moment. However, you can make the request in Philly. Descend, maintain 10,000, maintain 250 now.
Alright, descend and maintain 10,000, slow to 250 knots for 66 Lima X-ray. Well, maybe we can get in International after all. Let's see. He's saying it's not a good chance, but we'll try.
American 2395, maintain 250 knots, contact Philly approach 133.87.
I assume we're going to have to call 3387.
Maintain 250 knots, contact approach 133.7, American 2395.
It's 13387, 3387 time.
3387.
339 approaching.
Let me, see what Phillies ATIS 33.4. I already have that tuned in. Let's see if I can.
70 at Magna. Visibility 5. Rain. Mist. 1,000 standard. 7,000 overcast. Temperature in Magna. 2.18. Altimeter 2964. Approach and use ILS runway 27 left. ILS runway 17. Departing runway 27 right. Taxiway Hotel between Taxiway Del Taxiway Echo Pole. Taxiway Foxtrot, the name Taxiway Bravo.
Alright, so they're using 27 left and, which is weird, it should be 27 right. They got it a little screwy, but.
1935.
And 17.
50 knots, cross High Rock and 9,000.
So it might be tough, because they're not going to let me just cut across the approach path.
1935.
Washington, good evening, American 1677, level 184, descending 14,000.
American 1677, Washington, roger. Fully altimeter 964.
964, thank you.
Number 66, Lima X-ray, contact Philly approach 133187.
Philly approach on 3387 for 6 Lima X-ray. Thanks a lot, good night.
Yep, Giant 2688, cross 32170, then instead of maintaining 6,000.
Alright, slide 170 down to 6, large star 1 heavy.
American 4102, turn right heading 070. Right heading 070. Like when I think the guy in front of you has a flight rate issue problem, just give me a left turn, 0.40, and then I'll be back with smoke here shortly. 5040 for UPS 981 heavy? Yeah, 340 for sim rate issue. 340 UPS 981 heavy. American 4102, contact Philly approach 132.6.
Can't get a word in. I don't think I'm going to get into Philly.
13267 for American 4102.
Philly approach, November 66 Lima X-ray. We're checking in 1010,000. We're about 15 east of Cedar Lake.
Number 66 Lima X-ray, Philly approach, expect the ILS runway Zulu runway 17 coast south, Christian 964, descend to maintain 6,000.
Alright, we'll expect the ILS Zulu runway 17 and down to 6,000 for 6 Lima X-ray.
UPS 1981.
Ooh, he might be confused, and he's just going to take me.
That's
amazing. I'll just sneak in and not mention that.
American 4102.
ILS Zulu for 17. Let me get that brought up. ILS 17. Zulu, where the heck is that?
1384, 10,000 with Kilo Lake to put in a request for RNF 35.
Unable 35,
ILS
17 if you want.
Zulu.
That would be going.
Zulu 17. Oh, there we go.
We can't do that.
10875.
Whatever I'll just do it here since I thought.
Approach course 171.
Lone Star 9, I need to turn you left heading 340. We'll quickly expect to resume your arrival.
340, Lone Star 9 heavy.
UPS 1981, Philly approach 1267, 3267 today. 132.67, we get back to 1 heavy every time. American 2395, clear direct Bells and resume the arrival of Bells.
Direct Bells and we'll resume the arrival of American 2395.
Southwest 13, Southwest 1318, Southwest 1384, did you decide which one you wanted?
Yeah, here, we'll just go for 27 left like published the light track for 35.
Right, you can expect ILS from away, ILS 271.
Oh, we're below 10, landing lights on. Starter switches to continuous. 250 knots. I may have pulled a fast one on these guys. See if this works.
Lone Star 9er, direct to peace out, resume the arrival, descend and maintain 6,000.
This would not slip through in the real world.
Peace out and say altitude again, boys.
6,000.
6,000, Lone Star 9 Heavy.
Lone Star 1, are you at all 170 on the seat?
Lone Star 1 Heavy, that's affirmative.
Lone Star 1, thanks. Luna 6 Luna X-ray flighting 340 vector to 17, just going to maintain 4,000.
340 on the heading, and that was down to 4,000 for 6 Lima X-ray. Verify.
Affirmative.
4,000, 6 Lima X-ray.
Luna, Lone Star 9er, affiliate approach 13267.
3267, Sam.
Lone Star 1, contact affiliate approach 132467.
3267, okay.
There's 2395, just going to maintain 6,000.
Got my heart's beating because I'm hoping he doesn't look at my slip carefully and realize I'm supposed to be going to northeast. I don't want to get kicked out. I really want to get into international. He didn't give me a speed restriction, but I don't want to go blaring through here. I don't want to stand out.
Delta 2994, turn left heading of 070.
What was the ATIS information?
070.
Kilo. That was perfect timing.
Turn, I gotta back to you first in space, the final too far out right now. Turn right heading 180 and reduce speed to 170.
Kilo.
We'll turn to 180, reduce speed to 170, American 2395.
Affirmative. Delta 2994, expect Alice 17, fly heading of 050.
So all these guys are chugging down the line for runway 27 left, which I don't know why they're landing 27 left. They should be landing 27 right. I mean, at least that's what I caught on the ATIS. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But that's where these guys are headed. I'm going to sneak in under them, go around, do a U-turn, come back and land 17. We're going to get a great view of the airport and all the planes on approach. It's actually pretty good.
Southwest 1384.
Southwest 1384, go ahead.
Southwest 1384, expedite you said it's going to maintain 7,000.
Expedite 1384.
I'm worried I'm going too fast.
6 Moon X-ray, flying 360, contact Philly 12844, 2849.
Okay, that's 360 on the heading and Philly on 28.4 for 6 Lima X-ray.
correction, yeah, 640.
American 851 traffic 7 o'clock, 5 miles, Airport K320 northbound at 4,000.
Oh man, look how busy it is.
We have the traffic in sight, and what is that? You want the American 851 turn at?
We're just turning westbound and just 4,000. Traffic's no factor, we just started turning that a little
I
bit.
think I need to be slowing down here. Screaming through the approach is crazy to them.
And then just the heading American 851.
American 851 heading 090, and he's on a 330, so there's no conflict between you, so don't worry.
Okay, left to 090 for American 851.
Philly approach 6 Lima X-ray, checking in 4,000, 360 heading.
So 6 Lima X-ray, heading 360, so maintain 4,000.
Maintain 360 on the heading and 4,000 for 6 Lima X-ray. Alright, another 10 knots and I can put some flaps out just to slow us down. I want to get down to 10. Yeah, the airport's busy. I've seen it crazier. You know, why is there a ground stop? I feel like they should handle this. Or they're just trying to keep it under control, not let it get to a disaster. We'll activate the vectors for 17.
Thank you. American 528, 270.
10875 is tuned.
United 640, heading 180.
Guys on approach.
640 left turn 180.
Someone short final. Number 2 in line back there. There's downtown Philadelphia. We're crossing the approach path. Oh. Yeah, they're landing on the left side. It's bizarre, because that's not how Philly normally operates in the real world.
60, and can we slow down?
There must be a reason for it. Maybe the rumble, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into it.
We're 240, sign for United 381.
Alright, the localizer and the glide slope are alive.
210 on the mount, United 381.
Excuse me, American 217, heading 270.
Left turn heading 270 for American H21.
Affirm. Southwest 195, heading 360.
Left 360, Southwest 195, and we are at 250 on the indicator.
Southwest 195, thank you. You can really see 210.
Southwest 195.
70, United 640, heading 090.
Turn 090, United 640.
Speed checks, I'm going to put 10 degrees of flaps out. Put the marker beacon on.
X-ray, you open approach your flight from the northeast Philly today?
6 Lima X-ray, we thought we were getting into international of the ILS-17. I think he caught me.
6 Lima X-ray, roger, your flight plan says northeast Philly is your destination. I'll change that to Philly International for you. So it's ILS-17.
Okay, we appreciate that, 6 Lima X-ray.
6 Lima X-ray, X-ray from London 290, going to maintain 2000.
Left turn 290 down to 2000, 6 Lima X-ray. Ooh, this controller caught it. He got me. But he's being a nice guy, he's going to let me in. because they had a ground stop. I mean, I totally pulled the fast one in order to get in. But, you know, sometimes, you know, even in the real world, some trickiness pays off. I still would have gone into Northeast without issue. It's close enough to home. Let's slow down to approach speeds.
Negative 381. Negative 381 says your lucky day. Trim left heading 190. He'll be first in sequence.
I beg to differ. Today was my lucky day.
Yeah, 381, the voice room just came back up. Say again.
Negative 381.
Storage switches are continuous. Marker beacons on. Lights are on. Pumps are on.
Left 200, United 381.
The altimeter one more time.
Southwest 195. Trim left heading 280.
Left to 280, Southwest 195.
These are the Roxborough antennas. You probably can't see them on the camera, but boy, it's a danger to be at 2,000 feet near these things.
I'm sorry, was that?
It's the big antenna farm for Philly.
2994.
Scenery's glitching a little bit, too much going on.
Philly.
You gonna turn me soon, man? Hey, turn me.
662 Master, X-ray from left heading 200, turn lower crossing.
200 to join the 17 loc for 6 lane X-ray.
International, 520, East American 528, turn left heading 180.
Speed checks, 20 degrees flaps.
American 851, turn left heading 180.
And we're gonna
Left heading 180 from American 851.
capture the loc. Put the correction mode on. Localizer is captured.
Correction 180.
Just 180, yeah, that is recorded.
662 X-ray, 5 miles from Ohio, maintain 2,000 till established localizer for ILS runway 17.
2,000 till established, clear for the ILS 17, 6 lane X-ray. See, since he's doing me a favor, I want to make sure I'm quick.
270 Southwest 195.
I don't want to be more of a burden than I've already become.
United 381, fly heading 180, contact New York. Correction, contact Philadelphia, final 132.67.
Tower's going to be 18.5.
180, 3267, United 381.
Speed checks, 40 degrees. I should have put the gear down. Gear in transit.
Approach, check to the ILS, only 27 left approach.
27 left approach to good 67.
Alright, gear is down, 3 green lights.
X-ray contact Philadelphia, Tower 118.5 today.
Tower on 18.5 for 6 lane X-ray. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Good night, Delta 2994, reduced speed.
American 4102, welcome to Philadelphia. Exit right when able, contact ground point 90.
And let's see where we...
Alpha 904, American 4102.
UBS 1981.
we just flew over my house.
Right when able, contact ground point 90.
Ashland Hotel Road, the traffic was on the runway when I crossed over the crossroads.
UPS 1981.
Glide slope's going to capture here.
Time maintain 3000 and fly runway heading.
Out of marker. Philly Tower 66 Lima X-rays with the ILS 17. Philly Tower 6 Lima X-ray ILS 17.
6 Lima X-ray Philadelphia Tower, good evening. Wind 180, 13 gust 20, runway 17, clear to land.
17 clear land, 6 Lima X-ray. Flaps are full, gears down, 3 green lights, lights are on, markers on, pumps are on, star switches are on. We'll turn the yaw damp off, flight director will go off, I don't need that. They're crisscrossing. Got an aircraft landing now.
Lone Star 1, Philadelphia Tower, good evening, sir. Your number 4.
Autopilot off.
747-800.
All the throttles are off.
13.20, runway 27 left, clear to land.
27 left, clear to land. Number 4 behind a heavy. Was 1 heavy.
479, welcome to Philadelphia. Exit right when able. Contact ground 121.9er.
Alright, well, we're rolling out. We'll exit right when able. Contact ground 0.9er. Winds are 479.
Good Southern Tower, this is Jeff Wilson. 60, returning airborne at 5,000 feet. Heading PCD. JetBlue 760, you should be with Philadelphia departure 124.35. Thank you, 124 to 125, JetBlue 760.
Got a little low there. Trying to keep my speed up, but I'm a little slow. A little gust. There we go, we're looking good again. Short final. Yeah, the frame rates are terrible because it's so crowded. Alright, now I'm getting a little above myself. Drop the power. Everybody's made. We're flight idle. Touchdown. Spoilers deployed. Reversers are out. 100 knots. 80 knots. Ooh, little wobble wobble. Little wobble wobble. 50 knots. Reverser stowed. Like this. Oh, I didn't want to cross.
Remember 66 Lima X-ray. Exit left when able. Contact ground 0.9er.
Next left, ground 0.96 Lima X-ray. Great work.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Delta 2994, wind 180, 13.20, runway 17, clear to land.
All right. That was spectacular. Turn that pump off. That was driving me crazy. Explorers track.
Welcome to the city.
Flaps are coming up.
Exit right when able. Contact ground 0.9er. See ya.
Our switches are off. Ground 0.9. Philly ground 66 Lima X-ray just cleared 17. We're going to Atlantic. Landing lights and strobe lights are off. Marker beacons off.
66 Lima X-ray. Continue taxi on Delta, hold short 26.
Alright, we'll continue on Delta, hold short at 26 Lima X-ray. Pitot heat and de-ice are off.
JetBlue 1159, continue taxi onto Foxtrot at 05 to your ramp.
It is busy, I'll give it that. This is a good Friday night ops. There's an aircraft coming in on 17 right behind me. There's the conga line down there. Oh, I gotta stop here. Brakes.
6 Lima X-ray, cross 26. And taxi to ramp by Alpha.
Alright, we're clear to cross 26 at Delta, right turn Alpha to Atlantic. Thank you, 6 Lima X-ray. We made it home. I am super pleased.
American 1804.
Probably could have turned them off a while ago. Bright light in my face.
American 804, go ahead.
Here to a stop. Park and brake is set. Fuel cutoff 1 and 2.
Leaving Philadelphia
Beacon
ground,
off.
CBM 521 X-ray Alpha. How do you read?
And that will be the conclusion of this November 2nd Friday Night Ops live from Philly. I really enjoyed that. I hope you like and subscribe. And until next time, happy landings.